I got some ballerina tea, juices. So this is the skin glowing one, apple cider vinegar. I might have to call my Old Faithful. Every time I call my Old Faithful, fucking back be hurting like a mother. If you ever be around guys and they start talking and you can't understand nothing they saying, they're speaking in bro code. They're speaking in bro code. Like, prime example. Big show, that's fucking bro code. These type of guys aren't necessarily open about approaching you, but they don't mind banging that back out. When you are dealing with a plus size woman, please do not go in thinking that, oh, you can just go in breaking her back and try to tear her shit up thinking it's some motherfucking playground. It's not a playground. Having sex with a plus size woman is not a playtime moment. This is one of the realest moments that you ever going to get in your life. You better take your time and finesse. Number one, you better always have a bottle of water next to the bed. Number two, make sure you do your stretches and she do her stretches as well, because we got more energy than you motherfucking think, bitch. And on top of that, this the best coochie around. Cardi B told you. Cardi B told you. Coochie like a big joint. Okay, so I am back in the car. And let me wipe this screen. Okay, y'all, I am back in the car. And I just wiped the screen off. And I swear that made the screen look way better. So, that wasn't long. I knew exactly what I wanted. And let's do a quick haul before I start getting back on my grind. I got some ballerina tea because I don't know if y'all watched last video. You know what? Every time I'm at this market, I realize the sexiest guys be in this damn market. So anyway, I got the ballerina tea. If you don't know, this makes you naturally go to the bathroom. Well, not naturally, but it's a natural way to relieve bloat, helps keep the weight down. So I'm actually gonna put one of these in some water so it can sit while I'm driving today, and probably take it on my way home. But anyway, y'all know why I pull up. Y'all know why I pull up. I get my cold press juices. So this is the skin glowing one, the midnight one with the black charcoal in it. What else I got? I don't even know what this say. Breeze super antioxidant. So I got a whole bunch of them. So I love these, especially when I'm trying to get my body back together, because I have been gaining weight. Over the holidays, I haven't been true to the game. So just want to try to get back to what I'm supposed to be. And what other than the apple cider vinegar? Might as well take a shot of this now. Last night I did a recording for a company that I just wanted to do freelance because I love supporting black businesses. So I did go ahead and do it myself. And I was like, let me just support this black business real quick. I'm about to take a shot of this. Let's good to just knock it out. But yeah, and I got some black cherries. So thankfully this keeps throughout the night. Well, throughout my driving. I'll be out here for a few hours doing rideshare. But I did go ahead and knock out this here. And I also want to soak one of these bags so I can start to drink it on my way home so it can work overnight. So apple cider vinegar always curbs your appetite. Lately I've been having an appetite for the wrong things. So let me know if y'all can hear me too, because that air was on, but whatever. So yeah, lately I've been having an appetite for the wrong shit. And what I was trying to say was, last night I did like this little video where I was talking about this guy's food truck, which his food is so, and I'm just gonna fold it up and put it in here. I'll drink a good bit of it though. Which his food is so fucking good. But so let that soak. And this is going to be the first start of my detox. This is very potent, so you only need to do this like once or twice a week. And this is going to get rid of any bloat, and it is going to make you go to the bathroom. So once it kicks in, you want to be on your way back home. And I'm going to start to drink it on my way back home, like I just said. So I actually had intentions, and it sounds crazy. I was like, you know what? Which one do I want to try? This one. So we already got our little boost of our detox. And we're going to drink this now, and we're going to drink this on our way back home. So, yeah. But y'all, I said to myself, I haven't been going to the gym. And if I don't go within a month, I'm just going to be working out from home, because I'm not going to keep paying these people money and I'm not going. And I've been shopping at places like fucking Popeyes. So things just need to get in line. And what better way to start than right now, feeling good, feeling healthy, and trying to be our best self. And this is one of the things that I put on my vision board, to start to be healthy. Make sure this is tight. Grow my hair back. You know what I mean? So I love this produce shop. I love a lot of different produce shops. When I used to live in South Philly, and I don't mean to be all over the place, but when I used to live in South Philadelphia, I actually had a favorite shop out there as well. And, oh, let me put this in here. I bought 2 bottles over there. I used to have a favorite produce shop out there as well. And what I noticed is I was a lot healthier when I lived in South Philly. That's when I started being vegan for like maybe 2-3 years, and I've been pescatarian for maybe the past 6 years. But I don't eat any red meat, I don't eat any chicken. And it's like, girl, you are such a junky pescatarian, because you're still gaining a lot of weight. So I really want to get back on that journey to getting my weight together, because I look good when my body is in shape. I'm curvier. My body is just popping. So yeah, I really want to start to get it together. So I'm just getting everything comfortable, and we're about to get on this road. Y'all, the way I just got out that spot was so unconventional. Everybody was staring at me, but guess what? I ain't fuck nobody. Shoulda. I know that. And then as soon as I get a tip of a way out the spot, here she coming out. I was so scared. She already had a dent in the side of her car. I just felt like with me sitting catty corner like that, and then her pulling up, it didn't make it better. This cold, I'm starting to hear a little bit of my voice come back in, but I'm gonna be quite honest, I am sick of having this cold. I'm sick of having a cold every few months. That's another thing. When you eat foods that is not supposed to be consumed every day, back to back, all that fatness shit, it makes your immune system low vibrational. Period. Another thing, I was testing the theory of renting this car just to see how everything would pan out with the ride share and stuff like that. I did order through their system. I'm not going to say their name primarily because I don't want anything to pop up, and you know what I mean. You mentioned a major company, sometimes they act funny, so I just wanted to test the theory of how this would be until I get my car fixed. But I will say it's expensive. I strongly believe that if you can always have an emergency fund for when things go wrong with your vehicle, with your home, and stuff like that. Because to be quite honest, this is not making much sense. So the thing with the ride share is that there's a system where you make a certain amount of money. Let me out, because I ain't fitting to let, because once you go, then all of them start to go. No, let me out. So the thing is, there's a system to where you're accumulating money. And imagine, I'm trying to think what I could be okay, you're accumulating money, and imagine Cash App. And your Cash App says that you have $280, which is good. And you can ultimately cash out whenever you want with Cash App because it's your money. So you can either pay someone with Cash App or you can cash out. So with this system, you cash out to where it's going directly to your bank account, to your debit card. So, okay, cool. That's fine when you're riding in your car. But when you're riding in someone else's car, which is this rented car through rideshare, what happens is there's a weekly fee. So hypothetically, if you have $280, and hypothetically, if the fee for the car is $200 a week, you cannot cash out until you have that $200. So say if you only have $150 and you have things you need to do and you're accustomed to cashing out with your own car, just like that, you can't do the same with the ride share until you reach that quota, and then they take that amount and then you can deduct from there. So say if you need gas, because you have to pay out of your own pocket for gas. Paying out of your own pocket for gas is all Gucci when you can cash out at any given time. But if you cannot cash out at any given time and you have to wait until you reach $300 or $400, depending on what kind of car you done rented for the from the ride share or whatever, suddenly you're in a bind. So you always have to have an emergency fund, whether it's whether it's to fix your own vehicle up, maintenance your own vehicle, or you have to have an emergency fund to be able to still operate the vehicle that you're renting. It doesn't just stop with, okay, I just rented a car. No, now you still have to have gas to put up in their vehicle. So, like I said, I was talking to a good friend of mine, and I was like, I just want to see how it is, because I believe a lot of people are, somewhat embarrassed to say, hey, I do rideshare. But let's not get it fucked up. The average person can work 2 weeks and only make about maybe $600 or something after taxes. If you're doing rideshare the way you're supposed to do, you can make almost $1,200 bi-weekly. Period. You know what I mean? And for some, that's a big chunk of change. You know what I mean? So a lot of people got their own hustle, I suppose. But even with me having my small business is very slow right now. And then I don't have a job that's bringing in a consistent paycheck. So, you know, you got to get some money, whether it's like a little Airbnb. You know, I still have my business online if some orders come through. Or you can be out here doing rideshare. You can be out here delivering stuff for Amazon. You could be doing so much shit other than sitting in the house complaining about your financial issues. So that's primarily where I'm at with everything. And I'm just, like I said, testing the theory. This is the first week. And I do have a lot of freedom as far as, okay, I'm getting around, you know, more. I'm able to just do my thing. But it's not about doing my thing. It's about making money as well. And when it comes to the money end, you're not guaranteed on a certain amount of income. So if I have a guaranteed fee to pay some shit, you know, I want to be able to guarantee that I'm making this, that. No, sometimes you can be out here and it's nothing popping. Not one motherfucking thing. And then sometimes it can be non-fucking stop. But you riding up each jablip. So just the other day, excuse me, just the other day, I got a ride. And another thing that I'm missing, they have these bonuses. Now, at first, when I was riding my car, I never seen a bonus that was worthwhile. I would see like a bonus to where if you're in a certain area, they'll add an extra $2 or extra $3 or something like that. But now that I'm driving their car, I'm seeing bonuses that if you ride a certain amount of rides, they'll give you $500 here, $600 there. Okay, good. You like, okay, I can bang them rides out. Something as small as 15 to 20 rides seems like nothing, because you have this idea that you're fitting to be driving your ass off. But sometimes you can get out here and it can be stale and it can be slow, and you can be like, damn, it's hard for me to even get a good solid 5 rides today. Like, why is that? So it's like, when you think of it like that, you really have to pin out what's the busiest times and what's the times where you like to work. And the busiest times is the times where I really don't like to work. And it's not because it's too much hustle and bustle. It's because Philly drivers are fucking retarded. And on top of that, the traffic be crazy dumb. You know what I mean? You can be stuck in traffic for a long period of time. And then aside from that, the roads are too nasty for how aggressive these drivers are. It's too many potholes, it's too many issues, it's too much construction. And then you got people that want to drive like they always got somewhere to go. So that's where it's like, damn, I really want to test this out. You know what I mean? So I do like to drive to a certain area where I know the rides are good, the people are calm, you know what I mean, the quote-unquote suburban areas or whatever, and they tip, you know what I mean. So I do like that idea. So today is going to be a long one, hence the reason why I got my little beverages on here, because I stay cotton mouth. I realize I'm very dehydrated. Oh, you just going to take that turn, you little bitch. So I realized that I'm very dehydrated a lot. I don't drink a lot of liquids, waters, whatever. And I want to start, while I'm on the road, I want to start eating more healthy. And that's another thing. And after this, I'm gonna let y'all go because I feel like when you get long-winded, some people don't pay attention, but some shit you really need to take heed to. When you're on the road a lot, whether you're a driver, truck driver, delivery person, always on the go, always at work, blah, 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 what tends to happen is you always fucking hungry in this fucking car. So I don't like the idea of being hungry and always going to like a McDonald's or some bullshit like that. I like the idea of being able to have something healthy. Even though I'm a big girl, when it's time for me to snap back, I feel like I really do good. Like, never been skinny my whole life, but I feel like I can have a healthy, curvy lifestyle. It's possible. So it's just time, you know. I've been thugging out the whole, what do they call it, holiday season. The whole holiday season, I just been eating and I have never been in a situation where I'm like, I don't even care that I'm gaining weight. This whole holiday season, I literally can say I didn't have a care in the fucking world whether I gained weight or not. Like, because I've been so stressed out, I'm just like, fuck it. You know, whenever I want some chips, whenever I want something, you know, heavy, I'm just gonna make it. I'm actually cooking heavy shit. Like, no, that's not normally me. And if you really, really know me, normally I'm doing something with shrimp, I'm making a salad, I'm calling it a fucking day. You know what I mean? I never had this much stomach in my fucking life. You know what I mean? So it's a lot. You know what I mean? I lost almost 80 to 100 pounds before, all to gain all this shit back. Like, no, you're not doing this shit for nothing. So I really want to just realign myself with my goals. And on my journal, one thing that I did say, I want to redesign myself, you know what I mean? And I want to redesign my thoughts, redesign my eating habits, redesign my work ethic. I really want to be a grinder, which I always have been. And it's a lot. It's a lot. But I know right now I cannot continue to move forward like this because eating those type of meals is just low vibrational in terms of you feel good while you're eating it, but afterwards you feel sluggish, sleepy, and regretful. Like, goddamn, bitch, what did you just put on your body? So we gonna see how long this momentum stays up, because like I said, with stress and convenience, it's easy to just stop somewhere and just get a sandwich. This is really good because the ginger that's in it is really helping my throat. It's putting a nice little tickle on the back of that neck. Eee! Let me go. I'm about to bust this out because the goal is you ride 27 rides, you get $450. So I've already gotten to 15. So a bitch got a lot of rides to do. Do the math. So let me get busy. Get busy. Because I got rent to pay. And somebody's son is going to visit me this fucking weekend. Somebody's son is going to visit me this weekend. Okay? And somebody's son is about to treat me to a motherfucking paid bill. Lately, I've been holding niggas accountable. I have. But I need to figure out whose son do I want to entertain. Do it want to be somebody that I never entertained before? Or somebody that I know is going to do right? That's going to bang this back? Yeah, I don't feel like my back being in pain though, but for the right little sunset, I can take me a motherfucking Motrin 800. Two of them motherfuckers. Yeah, I gotta do some stretches. Because the weekend is surely approaching. I might have to call my old faithful. Every time I call my old faithful, fucking back be hurting like a motherfucker. That sounds good right now. Whoosh. Good Lord. Good Lord. Alright, let me let y'all go because I'm playing so much. Y'all, I am back in Target and I came back for all those panties that was fitting so good. Let me see. These are the panties that I have been raving about. And yeah, these are the seamless ones. I got a couple different varieties. So these are like the kind of mid-waist stretchy ones. Then you got the little shorts or briefs. And, you know, the high hipsters. And another little short pair, but they're black. So a black burgundy. So a black one, a burgundy one, whatever. Child, these was on sale for like $3.80. $4.50, super, super cheap. And y'all know in Lane Bryant for these same seamless panties, they be like, I don't know, like $16, $12. Oh no. When I was in Target, I seen this beautiful, beautiful camera. And I said, once I get to 1,000 subscribers, that I was going to treat myself to a camera. So I just was looking and I priced it. And it wasn't as much as what I thought. So I said, okay, maybe this is doable. I just have to learn how to work the computer because I do everything from my phone. All of this editing and stuff like that, I do from my phone. So excuse me. So a lot of people that are into vlogging, they're probably like, bitch, I can tell you do it from your phone. But a lot of people really don't know. They really don't know how I edit and things that I do and things of that nature. They just like, it looks good to me. So I really wanted to start to invest in a camera. So I'm so glad that I did lay eyes on one and I was able to price it and try to see what that was like, because I thought it was something that was unobtainable for a moment in time. But I'm like, no, it's pretty affordable. And the fun fact is, I wish I was still in school, because when I was studying fashion, one of the perks to studying as an artist, whether you're studying videography or fashion design, interior design, and things of that nature, your school will have the items that you need to make your projects look professional. So it was a period in time where I was having a photo shoot for my first line that I had developed, and they had those big Canon cameras, camcorders, tripods, ring lights, all of that shit that y'all spending all that money on. Literally, the fact that I was paying tuition, we could go in there and say, hey, I need this camera, I need this lens, I need this, that, and the third, because we were students. And I remember getting a camera and pretty much I was like, okay, the photographer that I was using, he was a student, or she was a student rather, I'm sorry. And what happened was I was going to let this person use the camera. The reason why I say he or she is because I had hired 2 photographers for the video shoot. That's why I say he or she, but I only wound up doing one. So it's a reason why I had to explain that. So anyway, so the person that I picked was a woman, you know. Try to stick with our females, you know, team power to the women, right? So anyway, she was like, I already got a camera. But I wanted to tell her, and I think I did break it down. So I'm like, girl, you didn't even have to go out and buy a camera. I know you're a photographer or whatever, but while you're in school, baby, you could have been using all that shit. So I had the camera, but I never operated it. And I look at it now like, damn, I wish I would at least play with the camera, because I'm so hands-on with my projects. I make sure I have everything on deck. So I had signed off, because you had to sign off when you borrowed a camera from the school. And I could have borrowed so much shit to make, I could have put on a whole production with the resources that they had at the Art Institute. When I say amazing. So I had the camera for like a few days, and then I just went ahead and took it back. But they did say if you was to damage anything, I think it was a fee for some damages, but I'm pretty sure that the fee probably would have came out of my tuition or something like that. But nothing happened with the camera, thank God, because the camera was very expensive. But I went to bed with a dream that I had a Canon camera. Why did I go to bed with that dream? I don't even know. But I was like, damn, it must, like, when I say, when you speak your visions and your ideas and you follow your dreams, things just come to you. So I believe that the goal of me having 1,000 subscribers and finally treating myself to that camera once I hit 1,000, it must be happening soon. I can feel it. It must be happening soon. And I'm going to pray on it. I really did enjoy my Target run because let me tell you something. All the eligible singles hang out all up and through the Target. Every time I'm up in Target, I see something nice in there, like a nice fella. And baby girl must be just beautiful because you know how sometimes you really don't acknowledge your beauty. Like I said, you look at yourself every day, so you're like, oh, that's just me, blah, blah, blah. No, when the players see me, they stop and stare. And I'll be like, they be like, what's that? Is that a chicken sandwich? Ooh, baby girl, I need some of that. They be staring at the girl. So I really was like, you know what? I gotta come to Target more often. It was this tall chocolate guy. And you know what? I'm never really insecure, but I'm shy around men that meets my standards. You know what I mean? I don't know why. I believe it's because it's not often that I'm around a man that just looks so fucking good, you know what I mean? Or match my energy or match my swag or whatever. So when I finally see one, it's like I tense up. Like I tense up. I think I talked about this a couple vlogs ago where low key, I just be a little bit nervous to the point where I'm holding in so much air that I start getting belchy and I'm all sitting there all prissy, scared to turn my neck, scared to bust a move. This one guy, I didn't even think he was checking for me. When I say I didn't think he was checking for me, this nigga was tall, chocolate. He had this beard, like I like it. such the description of what I like. Kind of comparable to someone I know. Okay, we just gonna call it someone I used to know. Okay, but he had on like this trench coat. You know, I can't really picture. I feel like he had a dark top. Can't picture the bottoms. But he remind you of Don from Black Ink. He was that fine. He was that fine. So, mind you, it was so many of them in there that when I walk, mind you, we in fucking Target. Like, you thinking I'm talking about a club. Bitch, we in Target. Walk past this one dude and he's staring me up and down. I'm like, damn, what do I got on today? Because bitch must be giving because I'm not gonna hold you. I literally do anything on to walk to Target this time. Or to go in Target. So when I peeped the scene and I looked up, I said, bitch, here you go. Here go your chance. This is your chance. This is what you prayed to God about. Because I said, Lord, if this is what you're sending me, come on with it. Come on with it. Because I know what to do with it. So I walked past and here I go. I'm looking and I'm just like, I'm looking, but I'm not looking. I'm trying not to look so hard. I'm in the aisle and I got my little cart. This me, I'm pushing my little cart, whatever. And he walking past. So once he get like almost right here to me, he's like, how you doing? And I said, I actually spoke back because, you know, sometimes when a nigga say, how you doing? You don't really speak back. Like, sometimes women can be disrespectful if it's not somebody that they're attracted to. So he was like, how you doing? And I was like, hey. I literally smiled. I said, bitch, where's all this confidence and flirty shit coming from? Because baby girl, you literally throwing back at him what he's throwing at you. One thing I wish is that those little, oh, I'm just throwing shit on type of moments, you gotta make sure you always put together, because you never know where your Prince Charming will be. You never know where anybody will be. So I was like, damn, I wish I would have put on like a different top or a different this or a different that, because when I'm gonna go, it's up in the air. Now, if I'm stepping out, I can turn into a whole nother woman. But when baby girls want to go, it's up in the air what you're going to get. You might just get this, because that's how much that's how much I'm an on-the-go person. I ain't got time to be primping and pramping 24/7. But this nigga had me like really thinking to myself, like, bitch, I wish you would have primped and pramped. But what I will say is I had on a full face. I do remember that, because for some reason, the reason why I threw on something really relaxed was because my plans had kind of reneged. So I wound up putting on something a little more relaxed. But he didn't shoot his shot, which I wish he would have. But I started to realize, even in my stages where I don't think I am gorgeous, I'm gorgeous. Another guy had kind of shown his interest when we was in Target as well. Let's just call this Club Target. Let's just call it that. I'm leaving the electronic aisle, and I'm just peeping the scene, seeing what they got. I really had a budget, and I stuck to it this go round. So this one guy, he's kind of like not my type, skinny, tall, lanky, and he's on his phone and he's talking to whomever on this phone call. And one thing that's really unattractive is when people are on their phones super loud and they really act like they don't care about who can hear them, and they're not really even considerate in some of the things that they say out their mouth when they're on speakerphone. So this one guy in Target the same night where all the attractive guys was in there, and this motherfucker goes to say, oh shit, something when I walk past. Now, I've been wanting to speak about this on the channel for a while. Why, when y'all see big women, y'all gotta make it a fucking spectacle? Literally. So some people make it a spectacle. Hear me out, okay? Oh shit, as soon as I walk past. And I'm just listening. I didn't say anything. I'm just listening. So he said, oh shit, bitch, they big Jones in here. So I was like, So that's when he was like, yeah, ain't nothing wrong. Like whispering. But I'm catching the little tidbits, and it's adding up into a full conversation. So basically he was saying, oh yeah, there's a plus size young lady in here. And by the way, she's giving gorgeous. Don't be afraid to date a plus size girl. But let's key about it like it ain't the thing to do. So I said, okay, I'm still listening. So he was like, no, it's fun messing with a big girl. In so many words, because he's speaking in code. If you ever be around guys and they start talking and you can't understand nothing they saying, they're speaking in bro code. They're speaking in bro code. Like, prime example. Big Joe, oh yeah, yeah. That's fucking bro code. You don't know what the fuck they saying. But bitch, I can translate it for you. This nigga is basically saying, I like fucking big girls. Don't be ashamed to fuck a big girl. Like, in so many words, this is what he was saying, because I'm breaking it down. So he was like, but you know what's so crazy? And this is what was clear. He said, you know what's so crazy? The reason why it's so fun to have sex with a big woman is because they can take that shit. What? What? So I checked out of the conversation because there wasn't no point. But he kept circling around the aisle that I was in because low key, if he wasn't on the phone and if it wasn't other people around, because this particular guy was scared to openingly, I can't even talk. These type of guys aren't necessarily open about approaching you, but they don't mind banging that back out. Stick with me. So he's on the phone, he's circling, and he keep looking my way, and somehow he keep running into me. I'm like, oh no, it's time to get the fuck out of Target, because the last thing I need is some slinky, lanky, tall, puny little dude getting on my motherfucking nerves all fucking day and night. Not my type. Where's Don at? Meanwhile, the gentleman with the nice beige, tan, sexy peacoat walking around looking like a chocolate motherfucking Reese's. Okay, something that's tasty. I don't even like peanut butter, but that coat was giving off peanut butter vibes. But he was chocolate. You feel me? So I said, let me slide on up out of here. But when you are dealing with a plus size woman, please do not go in thinking that, oh, you can just go in breaking her back and try to tear her shit up thinking it's some motherfucking playground. It's not a playground. Having sex with a plus size woman, it's not a playtime moment. This is one of the realest moments that you ever going to get in your life. You better take your time and finesse. Number one, you better always have a bottle of water next to the bed. Number two, make sure you do your stretches and she do her stretches as well, because we got more energy than you motherfucking think, bitch. And on top of that, this the best coochie around. Cardi B told you. Cardi B told you. Coochie like a big joint. Big joint's got the best coochie. I ain't gonna hold you. But what I'm not gonna have is some little skinny dude thinking he about to do the motherfucking Running Man up in my shit, drawing, okay, with his little bony ass, growling while he fucking me. No, we're not doing that. You're gonna treat me with some motherfucking class, or I'm just gonna walk on by like I did in Target. But I will be going to Target at least twice a month just to see what's out there.